Can a mediator draft our divorce settlement agreement? If you're going through a divorce and considering mediation, you might be wondering if a mediator can draft your divorce settlement agreement. Let's break down the details to help you understand the process. First, it's important to know that mediators can indeed draft divorce settlement agreements, but there are some key conditions and ethical considerations. According to the American Bar Association, ABA, a mediator can draft a divorce settlement agreement for unrepresented parties, but they must advise the parties to have the agreement reviewed by independent counsel. Here's how it works. If you and your spouse agree on the terms of your divorce during mediation, the mediator can help put those terms into a written agreement. However, if the mediator goes beyond just writing down what you've agreed on and starts providing legal advice or adding language to the agreement, they could be engaging in the practice of law. This is a critical point because mediators are not supposed to practice law, and doing so could raise ethical issues. For instance, if a mediator is also a lawyer, they can draft the agreement, but they need to ensure they are not acting as a legal advisor during the mediation process. Non-lawyer mediators can also draft agreements, but they must be careful not to provide legal advice and should recommend that the parties consult with separate attorneys to review the agreement before signing it. The agreement should be written in plain language that both parties can understand, and it's essential for the mediator to remain impartial and avoid any appearance of favoring one party over the other. This ensures that the agreement is fair and equitable for both parties. In practice, mediators often draft a term sheet or a memorandum of understanding that outlines the agreed-upon terms. If the mediator is not a lawyer, they cannot draft the final legal contract, and you would need to have an attorney do that for you. To summarize, a mediator can draft your divorce settlement agreement, but they must follow strict ethical guidelines. They should advise you to have the agreement reviewed by independent counsel, remain neutral, and avoid providing legal advice. This process helps ensure that your agreement is fair, understandable, and legally binding.